نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of God, the merciful, the beneficent. Dear viewers, we are already in the month of Muharram, the first month of Islamic calendar, and it reminds us a big sacrifice made by Hazrat Imam Hussain a.s, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. Hazrat Imam Hussain a.s. gave his life along with his other 71 followers. Most of them, they were his immediate relatives, and some were his distant relatives. They all gave their lives at Karbala for a big cause, for the sake of Islam.
Before further discussion, please subscribe our channel and press bell icon below to get notification of our upcoming videos.
Dear viewers, as we see, there are so many hadiths, the sayings of Prophet Muhammad about his family relatives called Alipat. One of them is Hussain minni wa ana min al-Hussain. Hussain is from me and I am from Hussain. There is one that whoever heard my Alipat, my family members, they heard me. Dear viewers, there are also verses in the Holy Quran. They are about the glory of Alipat, the family members of Prophet Muhammad. I have here one verse of Holy Quran, chapter 42 and 20, verses number 23. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي الْقُرْبَى. O Muhammad, say to them, tell them that the service I provide you, the work I'm doing, I do not ask you to pay for that. Do not make me any payments. All I want is affection, love for my kinship, for my immediate relatives. Dear viewers, once Prophet of God, Hazrat Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, he was sitting among his companions, and one of the companions stood up and he said, O Prophet of God, you are superior to Prophet Moses. And the Prophet of God, Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, he stopped him right away and said, never ever compare me with others. Never ever make any comparison of me myself with other prophets of God. Dear viewers, on the other hand, we see the founder of Ahmadiyya called Mirza Ghulam Qadiani, the so-called eschatological redeemer of Islam, the so-called Messiah of Islam, or the promised Messiah of Islam. He actually made multiple claims in his life. He made all those claims cleverly, step by step, gradually, observing the reaction of the people. He moved on. He would make one claim and then took a while and then would make another claim. And, you know, he made multiple claims, countless claims, and finally he got to his goal. Just a few years before his death, he made the claim of true prophet of God, which was truly false. We see all his life he tried to be heard. He tried his best to be seen, to be down, and he used all possible ways, like making false prophecies about people, making prophecies about their death, about the wrath of God, making, using a derogatory or offensive, abusive language about others. He actually had an inferior complex of inferiority, and that went through all his life. He actually was a complex of complexes. He always compared other people with him or himself with other people. I do not know the historical background of this incident. One of his followers is sent to Afghanistan to preach his so-called religion, and actually under the table, he was telling the people the merits of jihad, the holy war. He got caught there. His name was probably AbulLatif, and the ruler of Afghanistan killed him there. Later on, Ghulam Qadiani, he tried to catch his killing of his follower, and he called him a martyr of Islam. And then he compared his martyrdom, so-called martyrdom, with the martyrdom of Nauzubillah Muazzallah Hazrat Imam Hussain. Why did he make that comparison? There was a purpose behind. Afterward, he moved on and he compared himself with Hazrat Imam Hussain a.s. and he used so offensive language. He used an abusive language about Hazrat Imam Hussain. He had hatred in his heart, inside him, which reflected in his remarks about Hazrat Imam Hussain. He actually spared no one. He mocked Jesus. He mocked his mother, Mary. He mocked Hazrat Imam Hussain, Ahle Bayt, as Fatima Zahra raziyallahu ta'ala anha, and he mocked also the Prophet of God, Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. The words he used about himself, he called himself, but he compared himself with Hazrat Imam Hussain a.s. He called himself the fragrance. And what are the words he used for Hazrat Imam Hussain? I cannot dare to say that. I cannot. May Allah forgive me. Maazallah. Nauzubillah. I have to tell you what he said. He called Hazrat Imam Hussain, oh God, how can I say that? He said Hussain is a pile of human feces. He said he's a pile of human waste. You see how cheap he was. This reflects his cheap mentality. How low could he go? How low? I asked the followers of this cult, the blind and insane followers, would a claimant of Nubuwwah, would a claimant of the promised Messiah, would a claimant of the Islamic Redeemer, the Mahdi, the one who is always guided rightly, could he dare to say those words? Could even a civilized person can use those words? Could even an educated person could use those words? I know the followers of his cult, they wouldn't answer me. They won't be able to answer me. They can't. I actually request those who are following this cult to think about his language. They think about the way he talked. And I also request the young generation who are trapped in this cult, stay away from those people. This is like his fourth or fifth generation. Ghulam Qadiani, all his life, he has been cheating the people. He stole their money. He stole the money of your forefathers, your parents, and now you are trapped in the same cult. Dear viewers, especially the youngsters, you guys work hard and you make some money. This is your money. You do not give any portion of this money to others. This is the money of your children if you have any. They have the right to spend this money. You have the right to spend this money. Look at the lavish lifestyle of your so-called caliphs. They have all new models of German Mercedes. They own, they own expensive horses. They have millions of dollars in offshore companies. And on the other hand, you have to work so hard to make the ends meet. Dear viewers, my advice to you is please stay away from them. Stay away from them. Do not never give any portion of your money to others. This is my first video. Thanks for watching this video and please wait for my upcoming videos. So long till then. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ وَآخِرُ دَعْوَانَا أَنِ الْحَمْدُ لِلَّهِ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ.